Alrighty, we are going live. Let's make some music, Shaw. Chip, 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 chip. Swipe left, someone said something stupid. Swipe right now, I'm watching what you did. Power down, now I'm at a disadvantage. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, we're here, guys. Alright. Took forever today. Had so much stuff to get set up. Alright. So, what we're doing, we're gonna get high. We're gonna go over some world stuff, just talking about some tea with you guys. Man, it is getting insanely expensive. Like, boy, you guys, 420 is right around the corner this weekend, and boy, do I feel it. Like, the prices this year are just, but at the same time, it's crazy because it's like there's this crazy race to the bottom that everyone's doing, and I just don't understand it. Yeah. But it's still pretty interesting to me how everything is sort of just, it's like people are getting creative, you guys. People are definitely getting creative. It's like I see everybody working multiple jobs, and I just feel it. Like, the stress is out there. And so this year, this 420 is much needed. I feel like everybody needs a little time to just relax. It's going to be Easter Sunday. It's going to be pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's get this all broken up here so we can do our first bong rip of the day. Now, I do have a few things I'd like to discuss with you guys. We could go over. We could watch a couple clips I did find and pull up and get them ready. Just because, like, hey, just because we're stoners doesn't mean we can't also be informed in the world. So we're gonna get our tea. With me, Hank's Dank, you guys. Welcome to the live, and thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Everybody, thank you again. Let me go ahead and start by, let me preface this by saying every single second that you guys give me is doper than dope. I do appreciate it. That I know that, you know, nowadays, like, your time and your energy and your, like, attention span is hard to keep. And so those of you who have ever tuned in or have ever showed me any support, thank you. Alrighty. Got that one broken up. Let's get a little nuggety nug here together. Let me get you guys some music too while you're there, so you don't have to just watch me do this with nothing going on. So now we'll also talk about a few other things. My bitrate got low. I don't know. See what it says. It says I can open the widget. Warning, the stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. Well, I can't set my bitrate. We've already started. You know that ain't no good. Okay. Put this on Facebook real fast. And then also, let me, like I said, get you guys some music going. Alright, post created. And then let me get some music going here for y'all. I'm thinking, was this Pressure? I believe Pressure was good. Or was it not good? Hold on. No. God, it's like so many songs in between good stuff. Let's see if the when we leave in is cool. Come on, something be good so I can move on. Alright, that'll work. Let's turn it down though. Perfect. Alright, you guys. Alrighty. So, current law. Let's see here. Let's break this on up. Goodness. This stuff is sticky. Dense and sticky. Gotta love it. Alright. Let's use this. There we go. Let's see. Give us a nice little pack here. Baby on the run, la da die. Rip. 10-4. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Boom. Alright. Let's do a barn rip. Everybody, I ask this every time. What y'all smoking on? I just always like to know. It's always curious to me because I smoke on various different things. Try to do a little bit of some variety in my life and such. But, you know, what are you guys all smoking on? Cheers. Pretty damn good. The grind needs to be better. It's the grind. We're gonna try something. Woo! Ew, be doobie. Yower. Alright, let's see. Small. Perfect, perfect. I think it's funny. So when the with cannabis, it's like usually it's either over dried, under dried, or cured perfectly. And this one's actually cured pretty damn good. I'd say it's a little moisture than I would like. Like I honestly would burp it maybe another like week or so before I'd sell it if it was like full on my brand. But this flower's okay though. That's why I brought it out. I was like, let me try it. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's going down. Let me throw you guys one more song on so we're not just sitting here like nothing in the background. Alrighty. I also have a couple videos pulled up that we will play in a minute. I was going to show you guys a couple things that I was looking at topic wise. Dude, the world is getting crazy expensive, dude. Excuse me, I had to sip before we're up here. But not just, it's like, it's funny, it's not just like any one thing, dude. It's every industry you look into. Like, what's crazy to me too is like, for instance, I was thinking, you know, okay, cars, this, that. It's not every industry that I've done a deep dive into since COVID that's like explains why their prices went up and what's going on with this and that and this. It's genuinely greed, dude. It's genuinely greed. Like the car industry, it's so funny. That's one of the videos I have pulled up for us. I figured what we could do is learn, smoke, relax, and try not to get as upset about all this information about the world as we normally would. Which is why I smoke so much weed lately. But it's pretty cool to learn, still find useful information. Now, one thing here. The information that I put on my show will never be political. And it's never going to be as... Well, and here's the thing I learned in school. In freaking sociology. We're all biased. But it will be as unbiased as I can possibly find. I'm not trying to find, like, CBN or whatever news. I'm just trying to find us some stuff that we can talk about on the channel that actually matters for us. Like... in cannabis, things, you know, and with prices going up, it does get... So with 420, right around the thing, I'm also curious, what are you guys doing to make sure you can afford your stuff this year, to make sure you're stocked up? Is it something that you've saved for, or is it more of like a whatever, just spontaneous thing? Like, I mean, what are you guys' plans for 420? I am curious of that. If anybody wants to text on the thing and let us know, we'll talk about that as well. Because I am curious, is it a family thing for y'all Sunday? So is it like Easter's kind of ruining your 420, or is it helping it? Like, just curious, very curious. And speaking of two, just so everyone knows, I am currently smoking on some jelly pie. To be a dead real too, I don't know for sure off the top of my head. I can't remember. I was told, but I don't remember the breeder. But this one is some jelly pie. It's pretty damn good. I'd say it has a really good dry and cure to it. I would have probably burped on it maybe another week before I full sealed it and said ready for sale. But I mean, dude, I'm not gonna ever complain about something that just needs to be burped. Like, I can burp it myself. Don't you worry. Anything that ever is like cured decently, dried decently, just needs a little more time, like it's just a little too moist, I'm never gonna be like, oh fuck. Nah, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'll just burp it a few more times. Cheers, you guys. Well, hold on. Let's do this. Oh, this thing needs to be refilled. It was lacking. Slacking on me. There we go. All right. That's got like one more fill. Aye. Okay. Here we go. Did we go up too high or too low? There it goes. We were too high. Ooh. Oh, Jesus, Christmas. We just need that right there. Cheers, you guys. Woo! Wee! Ooh. All right. So let's show you what I was talking about. Let's get a little of this going here in the side here. Wait, let's do it like this. Bring this down. There we go. Transition. And now, let's see here. I also want to make this a little bigger though, so you guys can see a little more than not. But I don't want to like block me. There we go. Bow. And let's see what he has to say. Let's get into it. To slightly bold in fashion. For nothing. For nothing. For nothing. It's not showing volume on the video. Hmm. Why? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know what it is. Hold up. Sorry, everybody. Give me a sec. I know why it's not giving me video. Let me get out of here. Hold on. Let's see here. This browser Oh wait, let me play it again. And let me go back then. So you guys heard nothing. Let me start back over then. Let me see if I can't get. Why isn't it? Hold on. Why is it? Hold up. Curious. I have no clue why all of a sudden it won't play my audio out of there. Hold on. It's playing it to me. So let me see. Hold on. First off, let's do this then, since it wants to be complete crap-allers. Well, here, let me do this though. Let me play it. I have no clue why it's not. Oh, wait, hold on. Properties. Advanced? Uh, monitor and output. Well, let's see something. If I add in the old browser and do YouTube. Hold on. Let's see this. Let's try. What sucks is that it's totally working in my ear. So let's do this. Let me get rid of this one. Just delete. Get out of here. Okay, hold up. Get out of here. All right, let's see something. Transition. So see, that was still working, but for some reason the audio wasn't. So hold on. Let's add in another one. Jesus Christ. Okay. YouTube. Sorry, everybody. I had this all pulled up and it was literally working. I mean, I don't know. Well, let me see. Control it via OBS. Delete the code that I had to learn. Fucking, excuse my language, 3 months worth of damn code to know how to do this. Okay, now, okay. Boom, we're back in. Now, interact. And let's see if we can't find it again. So, hold up. It was. Um, um, Tulip. Jack Morgan. Let's see. I just want to see if this will work now. This is like. Why? Nothing.
And I just don't understand how people are getting by.
Hold on, we might have it. We might have it here.
So the way I'm getting by is basically just working every day, getting internet money, and then I do have my lady that works with me, so we take the pressure off each other. I keep my bills extremely low. I drive old cars. I have no car payments.
Did I get it to work?
I basically eat every other day.
I think so. I can see the
I'm actually doing fairly
thing moving
well,
now.
but it's only
It wasn't
because
moving
tapped
before. I have
into
no
this,
clue why.
internet money.
I have no clue
But before
why.
that, I had to have 2 jobs. And now I get to have 1 job, and I just always go, I hope this month I do good. That's every month, just like everybody else, you know. But this is another way too. Government assistance. We just did a video on the food stamps.
Okay, so here's what I'll do
getting cut
too.
from everybody, and
So
this
let's
is
pause that. Come over here. Yay, we're in there. Okay. Jesus Christ. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I can't. Okay. So now let's do this. Jack Morgan. Let's go to his thing. Video that he just put out. Not the buying a house. Oh, hold on, I know what to do. Yeah. Sometimes I'm telling you guys, if it wasn't for weed, I'd get so stressed out. But I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. Because guess what we're about to do? We're gonna go here. History. It was the last one we. There we go. Cost of living is next level. There we go. Jack Morgan. Cost of living is next level. I kind of like this guy because when I do watch his stuff, which one was I watching? That one. Perfect.
Maria.
That's the
You sound
one.
good.
All right. Thank you,
It's
Jesus.
about to
Okay,
get
we're back.
more expensive to try and get rich. The price of a Mega Millions ticket is going up. Beginning in April, the cost for a Mega Millions ticket will go up to $5 right now.
So
It
that's
costs
something I was actually
$2.
curious about. That's one of the reasons I pulled this one up.
All
Does
right,
anyone know if
buckle
the
up.
Mega Million went
The
up?
cost of living continues, the gift that keeps on giving. And it's hitting
The
in
gift
some
that
weird
keeps on
places,
giving.
dude. You can't even afford to gamble anymore. It's classic.
You really
Before
can't.
we get this party really started, speaking of things that went up, I like old leather jackets. I recently bought this black one. It's a
Alright,
little
so this
too
is
small
important.
for
Let's
me.
get through on where he's
So,
actually talking about what I care about.
It's really bad. So
Here we
all
go.
of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, I trusted you and you misled me. And now I can never get what you got. There's no hope for the future. And now you won't step out of the position that you're in, where I'm convinced you're making decisions that harmed me. There's a destruction lust.
It's a lot harder to afford what the boomers were able to afford when they were our age, right? A house.
You're using the word harder. Most people perceive it to be impossible. That they will
It
never
is
in their
impossible
lifetime
almost.
be able to achieve
Dude,
any of
speaking
those
of that,
simple things.
let me stop it right there because I'll say one thing.
I just paid $40.
Just so everybody knows. Like, I thank my wife. Speaking of, it's our anniversary today. 3 years. So, but I thank my wife, like, incredible, like, to the moon. Because God, y'all all know they weren't loaning Hank no damn house money like this. So it's like, thank you, Jesus, for my wife and her amazing, every amazingness. Because with her, they loaned us the money for this. And it's like, but I just, dude, you guys, it's not wrong. Like, this generation is totally about to be struggling. I was telling my dad that this morning. My little niece and nephews, dude. God bless, bro. If things don't get better, like it's going to be rough. Like you guys, we're gonna be living with our parents and struggling forever. But yeah, it's I just wanted to make sure I took a second there to thank the Lord and to thank my wife so very much for adopting me like a puppy and allowing me to have a nice home and a nice life because we all know they was not effing with Hank like that. I walk in the bank, they was like, those tattoos, your history. And so, yeah, no, thank you, Jesus. Thank the Lord. Thank you, my wife. And so, you guys, there's a million sides to every story when you see people have things. And like I'll be the first one to tell you, like, I could not have had none of this on my own. So that's just make sure I put that out there.
To watch slightly bald in fashion when
Speaking of the simple things, can't afford a haircut anymore. Forget about the
Dude.
lottery. It's classic.
I was growing up, it was $20, right? $15 haircut, $5 tip. The 20 went a long way. Now,
Bro, it was $10 where I was at.
Oh, this is the best, dude.
So you think you know wigs, but do you really?
Oh, hold up.
First up, we've got shake video
Get
masks.
out of here with just stinking
The Black
commercials gonna get me in
Black
trouble.
Friday is not even. Inflation's gone up so much. Black Friday, they have to pretend. This is great right here.
Oh, I hope you're hungry.
$4.29.
Oh, this is funny.
For nothing. For nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing.
No.
For nothing.
This is Black Friday was funny.
For nothing. For nothing. All right, but think
all the prices were just the same. It just said deal.
Deal.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I
Just
said
deal
this,
with
but I'm
it
gonna
is
send
more
this to
like
you
it.
guys. Whoever wants this for free. I don't need money for it. But thank you to everybody who did buy a shirt. RLP Classic. Link in the
Hold
bio.
on, let me get back into something better.
Really
All right,
not,
what else
like,
you got to talk
the
about?
most popular thing in the world. Mighty Ducks, Gordon Bombay. But
Oh
me and
yeah,
my chick,
this is true
we
too,
went-
though.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, I do. It was like all said and done, $250. I know that's for 2 people, but I don't even drink. I had a lemonade. The
$250
best $14 lemonade
for a
I've
South
ever had in my
Florida
life. But dude, that's
freaking
just a
hockey
basic
game,
ass hockey game.
dude. That's why I don't go
Imagine
to none of
replace
that crap.
with Miami Heat.
Everybody
Or
watches that crap at
football,
home
forget it.
now.
Anyway,
We don't
stop
go see that
complaining about
crap.
inflation. No, it's fun.
Saying this, and I promise I'm not trying to be mean when I say it, but the reason why you're poor is not because of inflation.
Oh, this is
Inflation
funny.
has been going on since the end of time.
This girl
Sometimes
is
we have a
dumb.
better economy, sometimes we don't. This is nothing new. And when inflation hits, you have 2 options. You can either cut down on your expenses, or 2, you can work to improve your skill set so you could be
Oh,
more
yeah,
valuable
that's
in
just
the
so easy.
marketplace to make more money so that you don't feel it.
And what does she mean, increase your skill set? All
Thank
I
you.
hear is get creative. This is the best thing I've ever seen. This guy right
Exactly,
here,
get creative.
he's like, I'm gonna make
That's
it no
all you
matter
can
what.
do,
This
guys.
is the best thing I've ever seen.
Get
I ain't
effing
never seen a nigga do it like
creative.
this nigga grilling on top of the truck.
Dude, he's literally grilling in the back of the truck, just handing out burgers, hot dogs, whatever he's dealing out.
Dude, that's the
But
spot
this
though.
is-
That's where you get the
gotta
best
give it to him,
burgers.
dude. Like, I knew this dude. He did a little hot dog stand right next to this bar I
Yup,
used to go
yup.
to like 15 years ago. That dude was still there 15 years later, and he used to have just like a little stand. Then all of a sudden, he's got like people working for him and shit. He's got another one down the way.
Bro, I believe it. I believe
in
it.
Cali, this is a big thing. I'm in
But
Florida right
no,
now,
seriously,
in
like,
California,
see,
dude,
that is all part of like what I'm thinking too lately is like you gotta just get creative. There's no such thing as go get your skill set up. Like, I mean, you can get your skill set up. Now, here's the thing too. That's gonna bring us into a whole nother topic. How do you guys feel too on the whole like traditional let's go to college and get us a degree? Dude, I just don't think that's viable anymore. Like, now, hold on though. I would never tell, like, say my little niece Emma came up to me and was like, Uncle Hank, Uncle Hank. And I was like, what's up? And if she told me, hey, I want to be a neurosurgeon. Oh my God. She's like 14. And she comes up and she's like, yeah, hold on. So she was like, I want to be a doctor. I've been watching House and all these cool shows, and I want to be a neurosurgeon. I want to operate on people's brains. You need to go to college. Okay. If that's like from 14 to 18, all she talks about, reads books on brains and like newest brain tech, and like looks at all these cool things like the implants that freaking Tesla's talking about, like all that. Whenever she got up, I'd be like, bro, I would tell my brother, like, bro, you better start saving for college for that one, because, you know what I mean? It would be worth it for her. If she really was the type and could do it and was making like 1 bajillion degree A's in her school now, I would say that's a college girl. But like, truthfully, if you aren't trying to go into a specialist, if you're not trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, something in finance where you need like upteenth like marketing and sales degrees and things to teach you, it's like if you aren't laser focused on a career, I would not go to college, because all you're gonna do is incur debt that's going to follow you for the rest of your adult life, and you're constantly going to be working to pay off something. And so literally here's where I'm at with it. If you're not able to go somewhere and pay off your degree within 5 years of working there, it's not worth the degree. If that's how I view it. Oh, hell. Hold on. Someone's at my house. Hey, Janice. Can you get it? I'm on live. I'm pretty sure it's the people for the house. The people to do work on the house. Sorry, you guys. All right. But anyhow, what was I talking about? Totally just got lost. Totally lost. Actually, you know what? We've already smoked a couple bong heads. Let's pull out some dabs. All right. Let's pull out. Oh, here we go. Bottom. Yeah, I figured. Thank you. All right. Sorry, you guys. They're here working on the house. Again. Okay. So. Nah, they got a. So they came in and apparently the wall was leaking water in. They came in and worked on it. They've ripped everything apart. They're fixing it. We fixed it. They came out, blasted water. It failed the water test. They came out and worked on it the other day. Now they're back again. And they're gonna work on it again. Sealing it up. And then we're gonna water test it again. So, but anyhow, let's back to where we were. I got an idea. Here, this will get me back in here.
These little hot dog vendor guys, basically the same thing, right? This guy's just got like a shitty truck, which is fine.
Hold on.
He's probably doing great depending where he's at. Like, you pull up in a downtown area, fuck a permit, dude. No one can afford permits anymore. I'm not like saying go do this, but this hot dog guy out in Cali, I forget his name. I almost did it.
Boy, I swear.
He made like $600 to $1,000.
And just wonderful.
Depending on how
now
busy
this is going to
just flipping
not stop. It's just going to ring in my ear for God knows how long, like it did last time.
If you ever had a Cali street dog, it's like
let me
really
try
not good
this
for you,
here.
but they taste awesome, and
Let's
people
try
will
this.
pay money for them, especially when
Did it stop?
Oh,
nope.
Criminal business model. Anyways, you got to commend this guy. Okay, it's not inflation, guys. It's you. Jeez, teach yourself something valuable. Speaking of the haircuts, though, like last time I got a haircut, it was $45. I went to like a salon. It was like a year ago.
It's not gonna stop.
So upset, ruined my hair. But for the past, I don't know, almost 20 years, I've been cutting my own hair.
Technology sucks.
Doesn't always look the best, but
like, why do these phones have to ring?
I'm glad I learned a really good
but I don't
skill.
understand when I hit in.
Anyways, just say about the haircut stuff because I don't do any of that stuff. I feel bad for women.
Right, come on.
My chick just went and got a facial. $400. I was like, what? Face was shiny though. Anyways, speaking of like, you know, having to have a second job or sell food out of the back of a truck or, you know, do odd gigs, this dude goes, I've come to the conclusion that the sole purpose of homework is to condition children into accepting that unpaid overtime and ridiculous hours and not even being able to escape work, even in your own home, are a normal thing to expect in the future. Yeah, it really is. Like, my whole life, I've had 2 jobs, basically. Now I just have 1 job. Some people are fortunate enough to have 1 job. Like this guy. He is skipping around town. It's just you working for UPS. It's not all bad. Like, there's money in weird spots. Like, who would have ever thought dropping off boxes
all from a phone call
every day, wearing a brown T-shirt, you could make $2,000 a week, $100,000 a year? Who would have thought? Who would have thought selling hot dogs, you could make $1,200 a week working 2 nights a week? I never would have guessed.
That's actually funny.
So there is still opportunity out here.
I wish I could find a place you make $1,200 working 2 nights a week selling hot dogs
and work your regular job.
I don't really know if I believe that.
It's just kind of what it is. I mean, before this was full time with the YouTube stuff, you know, I worked every day, just like everyone else. I worked every day, and then I'd get home, and then I'd work some more. You know, even when this was like full-time money, I still kept my job waiting tables at 33. I'm 35 now, but like 33 years old. I'm out there going, how's your Chardonnay? You know what I mean? Another Cabernet.
See, and
man?
that's why I'm
like.
it's exactly why I'm
come on.
doing this stuff.
You want
Like,
the Chileans
not even so much
dancing
that I
out,
care about
bitch,
the
hurry
YouTube
this
stuff,
up.
but I want to get my brand out there.
Speaking of being a server, though, 20 years ago, working as a server, I lived in a corner one-bedroom apartment downtown with amazing
this is
water
funny.
views for $700 a month. A similar apartment now is $3,600 a month. That's 5 times more. As a lawyer at age 47, I am unable to afford living in the same apartment I did at 27 while waiting tables.
Wow.
Loser. Did you guys like the bread? That's good, because that's all you're getting. Yeah, a lot of people think lawyers just make all this money out the gate. They don't. I think they start off at like 60, 70 grand a year. Like, you really got to earn your stripes with that.
Yep.
You know, 8 years of college ain't enough. It is trippy to think about, though. Like, even waiting tables and bartending now still pays good, considering like a lot of these other jobs. It's kind of nuts. I'm not saying it's much better. I know. Anyways, whatever. This guy goes, the economy is so bad you can't even live in your car anymore. I'm not buying that one.
I was about to
That's
say, I don't
bullshit.
buy that
lived
either.
in my car. I saved a tremendous amount of money. Now, if you're just living in your car with no job, good luck with that. But anyways, I was curious about this, though. Like, what's...
6 years ago, I had it all.
Get out of here. Wait, is there no way to do it? But I think I can mute it, though. There we go. Come on. There we go.
come for people. You know, we'll get down to brass tacks, but I looked it up, and the median average person, I'm not going to go through every state here. There's every state in the book, but the highest one was 80 grand, but the normal's around that 60 grand, 50 to 60 grand mark is what your typical regular Joe is making, okay? Which should be good. Like, to me, for the longest time, as long as I made $1,000 a week, I'm skipping around. I'm good. But now it seems like that's not even enough. But then how many people don't make that?
True.
You know what
exactly.
I mean? How many people out there?
I don't make
like,
$1,000 a
"I
week.
made $1,000 a week.
I don't.
That's kind of the trippy part. But
I
here's
freaking
something, because I'm the same age as this dude, and he's breaking down his bills, and this is kind of
why did I see
kinda
that coming before I even did it?
Being so high, millennials get a lot of crap for overspending. So I figured, being a millennial, 35, and
Oh,
my
this
wife
is crazy.
35, I wanted to go over what our
They
bills
are
and you
overspending.
can let me know if we're overspending or if we're kind of right in the pocket. So my wife and I have no kids. We are homeowners here in Orlando, Florida, and here are our monthly bills. So the most expensive is our house. So it's $3,300 a month. That includes the principal, interest, property taxes, electricity, internet, everything house, $3,300. Next on the list is going to be kind of surprising to some.
Yeah, my house with everything included, 3-bedroom. I'm in a townhome, but mine's only $2 grand. That's everything.
You're lucky.
Granted, 4 years ago, that number used to be like more like 1,300.
Right.
You know, insurance, property taxes, HOA, no big deal.
No big
But we
deal.
spend $1,200 a month on groceries. And I broke this down in another video. We spend about $90 every 3 days. And then we also would get paper towels, dog food, soaps, things like that throughout the month. And
That's standard. Me and my chick spend that easy.
Cheers, you guys.
Easy. I mean, if you think about it, $600 per person. So that's standard for me.
equals about $1,200. Next, we lease 2 cars. They're both new Volkswagens, 2023, and the total payment for both of them combined is $850 a month, which I don't think
that's crazy.
We got a great deal.
You're leasing, homie.
Yeah, I don't have a car payment. I'll just own, yeah.
Is $574, which is
that's
the
crazy to
accumulation
lease
of
that
debt
at that.
payments. And then $350, I guess we put as personal care. My wife's hair, eyebrows, my haircut, nails, things
That's
like
crazy.
that. It's about $350.
His haircut is just the $50. The rest is the chick. You know how
Yeah.
I know this? Because I don't get any grooming done ever.
Nope.
I do it all myself. I can clip my own nails. You know what I mean? Like,
I get my haircut like
I
once
could,
a year.
I could wash my own ass and trim my pubes. You know what I mean? I always thought that'd be so funny. You know, like the shoe shine.
Trim my
guys.
nails.
If
All
it
that.
was like that, but
It's
for
like-
basically, I guess your
Grooming
cock, I
is just
guess, your
crazy.
pubes. Anyways, I don't know
That
where
kind
I
of
was
a
going with
grooming
that.
budget is crazy.
But yeah, basically 300 of that is definitely the woman.
Yep.
For sure. My chick's in the kitchen right now.
Next on the list is $200 for
Better shut
car
up.
insurance for both the cars. Also $200 is our Maltese Shih Tzu. He's 15 years old. So we
Yeah, I got animals too. My insurance for the year, I have 2 cars for the entire year, $1,700 for 2 cars.
Ooh. That must be
but
nice.
Also, I basically don't have any coverage. Only
For
the
2
person, if
cars,
I
but I
ever hit
mean no
somebody, they're
coverage.
covered. But you know, I'm shit out of luck. And dogs are expensive, dude. We got a dog, cats
Bro.
too. But yeah, our
Alright.
animals. We got.
I'm
two
kind of bored of
animals,
it.
But they cost.
So,
Like
but
$200 a
anyhow,
month.
it's just trying to bring up too though, like it's not just you guys. It's like everywhere. Like I'm seeing everybody everywhere I look, everyone's talking about this. Like it's getting rough for everybody. So don't think the reason I bring this up and like this is because like at this moment, you guys, everybody is struggling. Like it's funny to me because too, they'll have like these people who make millions and millions of dollars. Oh, she's texting me. But yeah, they'll make millions and millions of dollars. And it's like they're the only people who can really afford all these stocks and bonds. Like I mean, a lot of us might have a little stocks. We might have a little like, retirement, but we're not balled out with these like, we're not leveraged to our eyeballs like, you know what I mean? I wish I had money to lose. Like it'd be nice. But the rest of us aren't really playing in that category, I feel like though. Like with things the way they are lately, I feel like the most of us are just like glad we can pay what we can pay, glad to put food on the table, and we're investing where we can. But like I love this sentiment lately between like the uber rich to like the middle class. And it's like this is basically it. Like they know the poor are just gonna stay there and keep getting the assistance. And I'm not talking about them, and I'm not talking about the people that need it. I'm saying they're talking to like the middle class, like the like 25 to like 45 working American class. They're basically just telling us like, get your game up, boo boo. Get your game up. Like y'all just figure it out. Like I loved that too. That was my favorite thing that Biden had ever said was just like, y'all better figure it out. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I feel like that's the one thing like we keep getting told is like, we're just gonna have to get creative. That's what I take from him as well. Like, it's time to get creative in 2025. We're gonna have to do all kinds of stuff. Like, you're gonna have to figure out how to make your passion into your like career and make it make money because even me, I realized like I was working so much, and if I'm gonna work that much, gotta be for myself, and it's I gotta make something for myself to grow. So it's like all I can encourage you guys to do in 2025 is get effing creative. That's all we can do. I think that thing should be good. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. We're gonna do this. We're gonna use the coil copy. And then I would put on, let's do some music. We'll play some music here. Hold on. I think I can find something without getting too effed up by the YouTube or whatchamacallums. Let's do this. Let's do this. We will look for some non-copyrighted, and non-copyrighted, music for sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, and hold on. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see. Let's see. I think he told me to look for. Ooh. Let's see. No, get out of here. That's the only thing about. I'm not sure yet if YouTube will strike me for ads on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it will though. If it's longer than like a minute, it will hit me. Let's see, because I gotta strike that one time. Hold on one sec. It's almost there. And we should have. Oh, 10-4. Alrighty. And then we can do this little thing here. And then. Alright, you guys. There we go. Alright. Boom. What do you think? Alright. Let's do a dab. Now, what's cool too is we got the cool caddy, so we won't have to get any kind of like fortune going. We're just gonna grab, pull, think she's good. She looks Gucci. We're gonna throw us a top on her. Shabada bing, shabada bam, shabada boom. And then, whoosh, cheers. Oh yeah. Shishki mishki. Pretty damn good. Bruh. Bruh. That stuff is good. Pretty dang tasty. Alright. Next thing, dude. The one thing I'm so thankful for. We don't have any kids. And if I did, oh my god. I couldn't imagine right now. Y'all with kids. Bless your hearts. Like, oh my god. I've been talking to my brother and stuff. When I talk to him, it's just like, whew. Everything from formula all the way up to when they gotta go to school. Just, ooh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, the Lord. I don't know how I met a girl who just does not want kids. Like, yes. And so, but yeah, so today's also it is officially 3 years today, you guys. We've been married 3 years today. I love it. Like, absolutely love it. And speaking of, I think at this point, you guys, we've been through some stuff. And I was looking on there. She's calling saying she's coming home from work early. I didn't quite think she was gonna. But we've been on here 47 minutes. There's been some highs. There's been some lows. There's been some highs. And then, sorry again for the no audio there for a bit. I don't know how all that happened. I don't know why it happened, considering that I don't know. But, I mean, because I literally didn't do anything but close out all the browsers, open another one up, and it played. It'd be like that with OBS. So I just want to tell you guys, man, thank y'all so much for, like, coming in and giving me even 2 seconds of your time. Like, all y'all are balling. Love all y'all. Thank you so much. Peace.